Florida, Mr. Bruce Guyton.
Thank you, thank you. Good evening.
Good evening.
I bring you greetings on behalf of the city, from the mayor and city council. We appreciate North Tech being in our community and all of the students who are attending. And we definitely would like for you to look at some of the opportunities that we have here. Let me also give a special thanks to North Tech Institution, Dr. Lee, all of her staff, the students, and everyone else in the school district that makes this program possible. It is very important that we in our community get the skills that will allow us to become employed. And this is definitely a first step. Let me say very quickly, I've attended quite a few commencements over my lifetime. This year, one of my daughters graduated from college, one graduated from high school. But I always get the same thought when I go to a commencement service. And that thought is, Lord, please don't let the keynote speaker be long. That's my every thought when I walk in. Lord, please do not let the keynote speaker be long-winded. And I'm going to heed that tonight. So 10 to 15 minutes, I'm going to hit it and quit it. It's not about the quantity, but the quality of the message. So it's my hope that what I do say would be inspirational to not just those who are graduating, but to the family and friends as well. After a storm, there is calm. After the rain, there is a rainbow. After night, there is day. And after an ending, there is a new beginning. Your matriculation through the North Tech Pre-Apprentice Program, students, is coming to an end. A successful end, I might add. The opportunity for a new beginning is now upon you. The question becomes, though, where do you go from here? I'm sure some of you may have thought about that. Some may have contemplated it. Some may have even developed a plan. If you have not developed a plan, I would encourage you to do so. I'm reminded of something that was once said. A person that fails to plan plans to fail.
All right.
So if you don't have a plan, you are lessening your chances to succeed. We just can't go wandering in life. And even when you have a plan, there will be peaks and valleys and obstacles that you have to overcome. But if you have a plan and you focus in, you will eventually get there. So the question again is, where do you go from here? Do you hang your recognition of accomplishment on the wall and not pursue anything else and allow this valuable learning experience to become a distant memory? Or do you apply to a full apprentice program, such as the one that exists right here in the city of Riviera Beach and run by my good friend here, Sean Mitchell, which could better prepare you to compete in a very competitive job market? When we graduate from school, sometimes we have this myth that a job is going to come and fall at our feet. That is not going to happen. It takes hard work. It takes initiative. It takes being persistent. But with the education that you've acquired, you're a step ahead of the ball game now. for those who have not been through a program like this, that is going to stand out on the application. When you go and apply for a full apprentice program, and you have on it that you've been through a pre-apprentice program, I would suffice it to say that these people are going to take a very close look at you. So don't think that because it's pre-apprentice that you still haven't gotten there yet. You're on your way. Now, maybe you plan to hit the ground running and pursue employment in the area for which you were trained. Not go through the full apprentice program. Some of you may have identified jobs that you want to pursue. Or you may even consider becoming an entrepreneur and starting your own business. These are just a few options that you now have. One thing that is for certain, no matter what your chronological age is, you are at a crossroads in your life. No matter what you've been through, how old you are, what your experiences are, now that you have graduated from this program, you have a decision to make. I've gone over some of the options that you have, but now it's up to you. One thing that I've learned in life is that learning never stops. Never. Life is an ever-learning process. I went back to school when I was 48 years old. Quick story. I grew up in the mean streets of Riviera Beach. Never had any intentions or thought about being an elected official. That's not what the streets taught me. But God had a different plan for me. But when I started out carrying pistols at a young age and doing crazy things, on my way to somewhere that wasn't going to be kind to me, and I tell people this, I had a choice to either go to an educational institution or to a penal institution. That's prison. And a lot of these kids have these same options, and sometimes the right choice is not made. You getting this education is going to lessen your chances of having to go out there and do something that can land you in jail. Whether it's to protect your family, whether it's to feed your family, now you have something to fall back on. And I would encourage you to take advantage of it. Only by the grace of God that I stand before you. I'm no better, I'm no special. I have nothing more than what you have to work with. But one thing that I did have is determination that I didn't have time to do time. I was going to jail. So my option was, I better sit my behind in somebody's class and get something up here so that I can be competitive in the job market. Those are options you have. I don't pass judgment. Only thing I say is to make a choice, be a big boy, a big girl, pull your pants up and deal with the consequences. Don't start crying when you sit before a judge now and the world is doing you wrong, because you have an opportunity to do right. I got a brother doing 20 years federal time as we speak. So we all have options, and there are consequences to the options that we choose. Now, the inevitable question still lingers in front of you. Where do you go from here? Oftentimes, the answer to that question impacts more than just you. It potentially impacts your family, your friends, and even the community in which you may live. When one is trying to take their life to the next level, whatever that level may be, and it's my hope that you have decided on another level, the support of family, friends, and the community is very important. As you probably already know, other people, not just you, make sacrifices so that you can be all that you can be. Your family, your friends, some things that they may want to do, and you're trying to do something in school and you need a few extra funds, and they put something off so that you can have what you need in order to get through the program. Those people are making sacrifices for you. The sacrifices that are made for you or to our benefit, people sacrifice for me, should not be forgotten or taken for granted. Sometimes we think that if they family, if they mom, if they dad, if they my lady, they expect it to, oh no, boo-boo. No. We all are expected to take care of ourselves. That's our responsibility. Now, if somebody is so gracious to give us a hand, we need to be very appreciative. Thank them, whatever you can do to assist them, even if it's not monetarily. You need to show your appreciation to those who help you get this far. I'm telling you, if you don't, those same people you would need again. Again, where do you go from here? I got an idea. What about furthering your pursuit of success and happiness? Dictionary.com, I'm one of those data document guys. I like to go look things up now. Dictionary.com sums up the definition of success, and it has a lot of different things, but this caught my attention. The accomplishment of one's goal. It had other definitions, it had wealth and all that other good stuff. To me, wealth doesn't equate to success, in my opinion. Because if you work and making money, you're not happy, I don't consider that to be successful. You need to be happy at what you're doing. Happy is defined as being delighted, pleased, or glad as over a particular thing, as I would suspect you are tonight. You're happy to be graduating, going to another step in your life. My take on life is that you are happy with the profession my take on life is that if you are happy with the profession you have chosen, you will probably work harder, which would increase the likelihood of accomplishing your goals, thereby making you successful at your chosen field. Again, my take on life is that if you are happy with the profession you have chosen, you will probably work harder, which would increase your likelihood of accomplishing your goals, thereby making you successful at your chosen field. All that to say, choose something that you're happy that you're doing, because it's not going to be work to you then. You'll find yourself laboring and enjoying what you're doing, but you'll start reaping the benefits. And that is very important in life, because if you're not happy, then sometimes you make the people around you not happy. And you don't need to be sharing that misery because of a choice that you made. That was your choice. So the choices you make in life, don't think that somebody else is responsible for them. So as we go through life, we need to be able to take responsibility for what we do and the decisions we make. Now, I would suggest to you to have realistic goals. Anything can be accomplished with the right skill set. I would never be an astronaut. I'm not good at math, and I don't like science. So I won't set a goal for anything where those skills are at the pinnacle of what you need to know. Now, I do have my little minor skills there, but when those are the paramount skills that you need, that's not something for me. So we need to be realistic in our goals. When we decide what we want to do, let's make sure that they are doable. and accomplish it. As we travel through life's journey, the support of family, friends, and the community will become pivotal in your pursuit of success and happiness. You're going to need other people to help you get to where you're trying to get. Very seldomly do people become successful without somebody helping them. But there's a little catch to that. When you do accomplish some of what you want, you need to pay it forward. That means that you need to reach back and help somebody else to get to where they're trying to get because somebody did it for you. Not looking for anything in return. Don't think that they owe you anything. You do it just because it's the right thing to do and somebody did it for you. So wherever you choose to try to go in life, I would venture to say that you would need, not just want. You would need the support of family, friends, and the community. In addition to the family and friends, for you to be truly successful, the community would have to support the business for which you work and own. Your relationship with the community would be vital to your success. And then that question comes back around, where do you go from here? As you pursue success and happiness, there needs to be a balance. If too much time is spent pursuing success and happiness, something and someone will suffer. Back up, there needs to be a balance. Sometimes we get so engulfed in what we're trying to do. It's all for a good cause. But we begin to neglect those loved ones who care the most about you. Not intentionally, but we're trying to reach a goal. And we're focused. Work from sun up to sundown, 7 days a week. On the grind, trying to get it. And all your partner needs is just some time for them. I'm speaking from experience now. We need to understand that life is about more than just what we want to do in our successes. Even though they may enjoy them, it's about those intimate relationships with your kids, with your loved ones, with your friends. Because if you don't have that, what is life for? I mean, it's being reduced then. And fortunately, we have people that stick with us probably when they shouldn't. But after a while, the patience is going to run out. Now, granted, there is no exception to hard work. Hard work in many cases also requires long hours. However, those long hours can put a strain on relationships with friends and family. The point being made, let's not get too caught up in pursuing success and happiness and consequently neglect those who make you the happiest. Personally, there should be nothing more important than friends and family. That should be at the top. Everything else, we'll work it out. William Shakespeare once said, "A friend is one that knows you as you are, understands where you have been, accepts what you have become, and still gently allows you to grow." In closing, I think I have 10 or 15 minutes, I think I'm about on it. In closing, I implore and challenge you to dream big and pursue goals that would take you out of your comfort zone. Sometimes we just like to pursue those things that will